All right, Aimpoint. They were hyping up this release, okay, for like a week. They're like, listen, guys, August 27th, we got it. Something new is coming. It's going to be a big, big deal, okay, guys? And well, it's a Gen 2, not even a Gen 2 of their Duty RDS, which is the worst optic that they have ever made. I want to say.
Awesome. It'll probably be $1,400 too.
Well, so that's the thing. What's funny is, what's funny is, let me show this tab. Okay, yeah. So they were trying to hype this up like 827.25. Stay curious. What do you think it's going to be? Everybody was hoping for either a T3 or like a holographic or something new and exciting from Aimpoint, but instead, it is just a Duty RDS, which is their cheap version. So it's like $450, $500. So it's like cheap, quote unquote. But it has like the worst glass, the worst features, all of the worst stuff you can imagine on it. And they decided, you know what, guys, we're going to make a Gen 2 of it. Oh, actually, dude, that's Mega Base. Can I pull that up again? Where'd that go? Gosh dang it.
That revolver?
Yeah, dude, that looks sick. Oh, they edit too fast for me to get it. But anyways, they're like, you know what, guys, we're coming out with the worst red dot, Gen 2. And the only update of it is the fact that it now has a dot combo reticle. So it has a HoloSun 500 series reticle in it. And I think for the first time, it also has auto on, auto off. I think that's revolutionary for them.
This is garbage.
Well, it is quite literally garbage, but I want to get to the inside the reticle. Please, YouTube, this is not okay. There we go. So
it was a slideshow.
That was a slideshow. YouTube, stop! Don't kill me in Minecraft. But no. So the Aimpoint Duty, it's like well known that it just looks terrible. Like to look through it, it's very green. It's very blue. It's $500, so it's not even that cheap. But of course, the T2 is $800. A Comp M5 is $900. Right. So by comparison, it's cheap for an Aimpoint. So what they did with this is they gave it auto on, auto off, probably to save battery life with the extra emitter. Right. They give it the full 2 MOA dot, 65 MOA, donut of death, whatever you want to call it. But it's still, the glass just looks like garbage. In their own promotional material, which isn't even good footage, it's just this disgusting green-yellow hue that you're looking through.
Lucas Botkin would be proud.
I don't know about you, but they have mine.
It gives you Lucas Botkin vision, T-Rex arms vision.
Yeah, T-Rex arms vision. That's funny, right? So as color grading, that's funny. However, looking through a red dot is, I don't want cinematic color grading when looking through a red dot.
Shit, I didn't know I was in Mexico and Breaking Bad.
Yeah, the Breaking Bad red dot, yeah.
And also, it's got a lot of, like, the body's huge. There's so much of that takes up your field of view. Like,
it's bigger.
It's all bezel.
It's bigger than a T1, T2 style optic. So your Sig Romeo 5s, 4s, 4XTs, you know, HoloSun 400, 500 series, or ARO now, whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. It's bigger than that. You know, I'm sure it's very durable, but they upped the price, or they kept the price the same. Either way, they added literally one thing and didn't change anything else. And also the body is much taller. So you can see like how far down the body sticks. So this won't even work well with other mounts. So if you put this on like your absolute co-witness mount, it's going to bump it up. It's going to bump it up to like a 193. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Huge Ass. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so that bumps it up to a like 193, which I'm not sure if you want that with this. So yeah, probably the most unexciting launch of Aimpoint's career. Just
imagine a company that built itself off of ripping you off is now mogging all over your new products with HoloSun. I mean, like, looking at this, it just looks like, wow, look at we took all the features that HoloSun added to our red dots, and then we did it, but we made it worse and made it way more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the AROs, I mean, the only advantage that this has theoretically is that I'm sure it's a little bit more durable, hopefully.
Yeah. And it's not made in China.
They're still submersible to like 100 feet. They're not made in China. They're made in Sweden, right? So it's like, that's cool, right?
Are they made by the Swedes, though?
Well, Swedes in quotation marks. But I don't know if it's worth, you know, triple the price, quintuple the price of an ARO. You know.
Agreed.
Or a Romeo 4.
But Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just I'm not convinced, and it's no people didn't like the duty, so updating it was like, well, you made nobody happy here because they'd much rather have a Comp M6 or a T3, like a true generational improvement, rather than just a slight update on a red dot that nobody liked to begin with.
I wonder if this is like an attempt to maintain a hold on like the law enforcement market, like with the because
It's got to
if
be.
yeah, because if I'm thinking about it correctly, like the Pro and some of I'm not super well versed on Aimpoint's line, but like Aimpoint has a pretty strong hold on the U.S. law enforcement market, and it's like they're not really looking for direct to consumer. They're just looking to maintain that hold and not lose it to like EOTech and stuff. So they're like, look, guys, we made the red dot a little bit more modern. And now the police department's like, oh, great, perfect. We can update our crappy Aimpoint red dots with slightly crappier Aimpoint red dots.
Yeah, I mean, for contract pricing, it's probably pretty good. I'd imagine, much cheaper than what we're getting it for retail, but it's so uninspired. And I mean, it adds a couple extra features like the auto on, auto off, which some people will like. It adds the EOTech donut of death, which maybe they're like, oh, if you want to switch from your EOTechs, this is about the same price as an EOTech. Might even be a little bit cheaper than an EOTech, right? So it's very uninspired. Ben, how's your night going?
It's going good. How about you guys?
Good.
And no camera tonight because I would instantly get you demonetized and taken off the YouTubes if I turn my camera on.
You're all right, man. So what are you thinking about this Aimpoint duty? Has your department ever tried these guys out?
I have experience with the Pro, the god awful Pro optic. Thing's just a hunk of piece of shit.
And it's interesting you say that. Oh, good.
Like this, you beat me to it when Focus let me in. This is for LE agencies whose admin is making decisions and doesn't give a shit what their officers think. They're like, oh, cool, sweet, an optic, Aimpoint, they're reputable. Let's buy this.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to fool people just because it has an Aimpoint label on it. They're like, oh, this must be fantastic.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I was looking at early on, like a month or so ago, looking at picking up a used Aimpoint for my AR9, and so I was asking some of the law enforcement guys in my unit, hey, have you guys used the Aimpoint? Have you used the PRO? What do you think of it? And multiple of them were like, yeah, I've used the Aimpoint for 10 years, but my department just moved back to EOTech. And I got that from multiple guys, actually. Now, I mean, it might be a localized thing, but just the fact that I heard that in a very small sample size of local police departments and SWAT teams where they were letting go of their Aimpoints for EOTechs now.
Yeah, I think it was just, I don't know. I think it's just one of those things where it's like they're going to market it so heavily to LE agencies, and it's going to be people at like state agencies who don't get a decision as to what they put on their rifles, and it's like, here you go. This is what you're using. Deal with it. Be happy,
right.
Or get nothing.
You're going to use it and you're going to like it. You understand it?
Well, I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
From the procurement side, if they don't know what they're looking at, I could see them buying up a bunch of these and slapping them on FN Guardian rifles and being like, hey, it's an Aimpoint dot on an FN rifle. That's top notch.
I mean, at least they used drippy rifles to market it. Like you got the LWRC piston rifle, you got the Geisley URGI over here. So they used drippy rifles for the marketing, which is good. I did appreciate that.